Ramana Maharshi puts his whole teaching into these 6 verses of Atma Vidya. It starts low, very easy is self-knowledge. I'm Richard Clarke. Listen to these verses and my comments on them.
Welcome. I'm Richard Clarke, hosting the satsang. I'm a seeker like you, sharing what we love. I've been blessed with years of deep teaching and practice that I bring to the satsang. This week will be the concluding verse of Ramana Maharshi's Atma Vidya. Here is the verse. Annamalai, the Transcendent One, that is the eye behind the eye of the mind, which eye and other senses cognize, which in their turn illuminate the sky and all the other elements as well. That is again the spirit sky in which the mind sky doth appear, that shines within the heart, which of every thought quite free, and with gaze fixed within remains as that. Annamalai, the self-effulgent, shines. But grace is needed most. So faithful be unto the self, and bliss will then result. This is quite an outstanding verse, I think. Ramana wrote this last verse after he had finished with all the others, when he realized he didn't have a verse to Arunachala. Ramana felt that Arunachala is Brahman made manifest in the world, and as such deserved recognition and praise. Annamalai is the ancient Tamil name for Arunachala. First, he gives a deep discrimination, calling Arunachala the Transcendent One, that is the eye behind the eye of the mind, or, in other words, the final knower of all that is known. This is Arunachala. Who are you? Aren't you the knower? Aren't you always the knower? Are you ever what is known? Arunachala is the final knower of all the known. So are you. Are you different from Arunachala? Next he says, which eye and other senses cognize. Does the eye know itself? No, it sends sense signals to the brain. The brain interprets these signals and makes a mental image that represents these signals. Plus, the mind adds or removes emphasis to some and not others based on memories, habits, and conditioning. Does the mind know itself? If you watch, you can see the mind in action. So the mind is known. Who knows the mind? Next Ramana says, which in their turn illuminate the sky. All these mental images are illumined, if you will, by the light of consciousness. This is your light. You are this light. The sky is lit by light from the sun. Without the light that is consciousness, none of it would be known. So the sky is lit by the sun, and the sky is lit up by consciousness. Ramana says, and all the other elements as well. Not only is the sky illuminated, made visible and known by the light of your consciousness, by you, so is everything else. Everything. Everything is in Arunachala. Everything is Arunachala. Are you any different from Arunachala? Ramana continues, that is again the spirit sky in which the mind sky doth appear. In this awareness, this consciousness that you are, everything appears, you and others, the world and the higher power, objects and places. It is all in you. It is you. You are it too. Ramana continues, that shines within the heart, which of every thought quite free. When the Ramana talks about the heart, he doesn't refer to the physical heart, but rather to what is most inner, where everything else springs from. This is in you right now. Are you aware of it? Is this heart ever touched by anything of which we are aware? With nothing touching us, we are naturally free. Ramana continues, and with gaze fixed within remains as that. This gaze fixed within is self-abidance. This is attention always to the reality which you are. This may seem hard when you start, but since what is always there, it becomes natural. Annamalai, the self-effulgent shines. Annamalai, Arunachala, my own being, myself, the self, all known by their own light. This light lights up itself. Everything else is illuminated by this light. This light is who we are. But grace is needed most. Finally, you don't do this. This is not something you will make happen. You can do things to get ready and prepare and open the door. So faithful be unto the self, and bliss will then result. Realization comes when it's ripe. Stand out of the way and let it come. And I think, in reflection, what a verse. Ramana can say so much with just a few words. I think it's worth repeating it, so here it is again. Annamalai, the Transcendent One that is the I behind the I of the mind, which I and other senses cognize, which in their turn illuminate the sky and all the other elements as well. That is again the spirit sky in which the mind sky doth appear, that shines within the heart, which is of every thought quite free, and with gaze fixed within remains as that. Annamalai, the self-effulgent shines. But grace is needed most, so faithful be unto the self, and bliss will then result.
These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now to help you deepen your understanding and practice to know the self. Just click the subscribe button.